Every year, at the start of the rainy season, the River Nyamwamba breaks its banks, leading to flooding, destruction of property and loss of lives, mostly in the Nyamwamba division. At least every year, the river, with its origins from the Rwenzori Mountains, washes away every living and non-living thing along its path and at times pours its heavy runoff into Kasese town. This month, several alerts have been issued, indicating that coming rains, the Nyamwamba division is likely to see more flooding. In interim, there was some mild flooding over the weekend.
If this flooding happened in the night, we wouldn't have survived. We have managed to get out some of our property, but most of it has been submerged in water inside our houses. The children will contract diseases like typhoid, malaria, brucella, because you can't stop them from playing in the water.
The Kasese Municipal Environment Office has since conducted a study to establish the anticipated damage and better advise families for preparedness.
596 households affected. Those people who have had their houses flooded with water, but also those whose houses have collapsed, have been destroyed. We have a total of 2,660 people who are affected in those categories. We have people who have been internally displaced from their homes. They are no longer staying in their homes. They have had to get out. We have 144 households. And the number of people, therefore, in that regard, in that category, are 941.
However, the president of the Geological Society of Uganda, Alex Binego, urges government to be more intentional towards mitigating the River Nyamwamba problem.
We have to do everything possible and ask government to put these flood control retention walls in all the hot spots that we have already identified. We did map this area, we know. Some of us who've done the research on River Nyamwamba know the hot spots. But apparently, what pains me is the top-bottom planning, where the people plan from the Ministry of Water and the Environment. Yes, they might have very good plans, but are they applicable on the ground? Recently, when we had floods in May, you saw they came and did remedial works where the river had cut its way into the town area. But was that enough? And after doing that, what did we do next? We left it as it is. So the river said, well, this used to be my course. And it took its way. Now apparently we've lost lives. We've lost property, millions.
Binego adds that planting bamboo around the riverbanks is an ineffective thought.
You can plant the bamboos at its maturity stage down there, those Karusandara areas and where. But here, when it is still turbulent, the banks are full of rocks and sand and silt, and you tell me you're planting bamboo?
River Nyamwamba arises from the Rwenzori Mountain and flows to Lake George in the Albertine Rift.